This is absolute chaos out here.
Now the question is, can I convince somebody to let me drive their car since mine are in Arizona?
Driving John's hatchback back to storage, and the check engine light keeps coming on, but this time it's actually staying on. Oh, there it goes.
We made it out here for the Texas 86 Matsuri. There are so many 86s that have already rolled in. Still waiting for quite a few more to show up, but I think we got over 20 at this point, which is, that's a lot of 86s to have in one place, especially in the US.
This is an annual event that gets put on in Houston, Texas every year. See, it's usually too hot in Texas to hold an event on August 6th for 86 Day and be comfortable, so Texas 86 Matsuri takes place in December. One of the unique things about the Texas AE86 Matsuri is that it's an event put on by drivers for drivers, so you probably won't see a bunch of like vendors or other kind of commercialized stuff at this event. Let's take a walk on the pits and take a look at some of the cars that are here.
So over here on this side, we've got two of John Yim's cars. This is the hatchback that he's been letting me drive, and then his drift car right here. This hatchback 86 is like 90% stock. It's got some Megan coilovers, a TRD shifter, but it's 4AG powered, power steering. Just such an awesome, clean car. You got this next to his very not stock car. 400 horsepower SR20 in this car. The last time I saw this, it had caught fire and we'd put it out. He just barely got it running and driving yesterday. We picked it up from the shop, did a couple of test rips in the parking lot, and then loaded it onto the trailer to come out here and go drifting with it today. This car is really cool. It's a very late production AE86 GTS. The story goes they ran out of a lot of the GTS interior bits, and so with this car, it has like the SR5 interior, and I've heard of this being done on a bunch of GTSs in the late production. Even though this is an 86 only event, there are a few non-86s here, like this JZX90 Tourer V next to an 86. We've got this four-door older Corolla, and next to it is a FRS BRZ, a ZN6, which I was not expecting what's in the engine bay of this guy. I guess he blew up a couple of FA engines in these and finally decided he was done with it and put in a big American V8. Mark III Supra next to two yellow AE86s. And this one has a proper engine. Beans power. This Levin has the pop-up grill, which is super cool. I think it's vacuum operator or something. It's just kind of one of those neat features that where the Levin badge is right there, it'll open up. Then a very nice clean coupe Trueno or pop-up front end, but it's a US car, so it's not technically a Trueno. USDM, JDM. There are quite a few actual JDM cars. So we got this Trueno GTV, so that's a right-hand drive. All right, we've got this 11 here. I've seen a few more around as well. This green car is a throwback. This is Will Parsons' old pro car. He used to drift in Formula D in this, I believe. He no longer owns it, but it still lives on. V8 power. That's some real tight clearance in there. We've got Arath's multicolored GTS with the working air conditioning. The door stabilizers. I remember seeing these like in a hot version video. Yeah, way back in the day, a hot version video that those supposed to put more force on the door to help stiffen the chassis.
They make a slight difference. I notice now when I jack the car up from like a corner, it actually, all three wheels pick up off the ground.
Ah, this is cool. Hot version badge on the front of this Hachiroku. That's way cool, man. Right next to that, we've got an AW11. That's really nice too. Oh, is that a side exit exhaust? This might be my favorite non-AE86 here. This is a first generation Celica with a proper engine setup. And by proper, I mean Beams 3SGE. They did a really good job with these, this custom header. The custom manifold looks really good on this. And this is in really good shape, interior and exterior. He said he's got some flares he's going to put on it at some point because the fender's a little rusty. And over here on this end, we've got a 1UZ powered AE86. I totally missed this Arras old man spec Toyota sweater.
I'm Mr. Rogers today.
Mr. Rogers today. One of the neat things about this event is that it's a both grip and drift event. So they're going to run a grip session and then alternate, go to a drift session, and do that all day long. So hopefully we'll get some good footage of grip driving AE86s as well as drifting, and maybe we'll see who will. Maybe we'll see who I can convince to let me drift their car.
One of the things that I love about this event is that it takes me back to the very start of drifting in the USA. Back in the early 2000s, well before my time in drifting, nobody had really heard of drifting until Moto Miwa from Club 4AG started putting on drift events. Club 4AG is primarily an AE86 enthusiast group that still exists today, but it also includes other 4AG powered chassis like the Toyota Starlet or the first generation Toyota MR2. So you could say that AE86s are what got drifting started in America, you know, since Club 4AG hosted the first events. And these first events were also co-hosted with a grip driving organization. It was the only way to be able to afford to rent the facility and get insurance and all that stuff because drifting was still an incredibly small sport. Nowadays, it's pretty uncommon to have both grip and drift drivers together at the track, the same event, depending on where you're at. And I don't know exactly what happened there. There's just always been a little bit of tension between grip and drift drivers and organizations, and sometimes they just don't get along too swimmingly, so putting on a combo event isn't always a good idea. But having an AE86 only event like this, where you have both grip driving and drifting, pays homage to the first drift events to ever come to America.
We got the muddy 86 taking on the new 86. Arath is catching up in his 86. Can he overtake? Probably not, because this is point bypassing. We have a Corvette out here. I'm not really sure why, but there's one or two Corvettes out here for this event. Arath did overtake. And he's putting a huge gap on this guy. See, the guy's right back there. Let's go, Arath, in your little 86. We got Will Parsons working on his old car for the new owners. That was kind of funny. Will's the one with long hair there.
The drift session is starting, so I gotta hurry and get out there. I took a break after filming the track driving, and now I'm gonna try and get out there to film some drifting.
Traffic jam! We got this car that spun out and held up all three of these cars. Oh no! We got a car broken down out on track. Drift session's been hot for like 5 minutes and somebody's already broken. Wah, 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 wah. lost a bumper. There's Kaicho right there, and he lost his bumper.
Came around behind you and he put his fist out the window with it.
There's Kaicho's son's bumper. He lost it already. He's been on track for just a couple of runs. Oh, here we go. We got more. Oh no! Nice track of oil coming around. Question is, what happened?
Well.
The oil dribble goes this way and then loops around. So something exploded and oil went everywhere. Hey, Ketchup got his bumper! Ah! Oh good, we all spun.
So many Corollas on track!
Ah! Looks like we got a red flag, so it might be time to swap to a grip session now. What happened? You got a lug nut stuck? No! Oh, these are nice ones too, aren't they?
No.
Oh no. Oh, they're all crusty in there.
They look nice.
Bro.
Fucking sigh.
Dang.
Alright, that's enough watching the track. Now the question is, can I convince somebody to let me drive their car since mine are in Arizona? I've kind of joked with a few people like, oh, hey, you let me drive their car? And they're like, oh, yeah, sure, man. And I don't know if they're being honest or not, so I guess we'll go find out.
Dan is going to take me for a ride in that mellow yellow car.
I was in third. Well, there went my fucking arrow. Oh no!
Ah!
No!
We're gonna go do some donuts. That's super healthy, like 125 horsepower, 16 valve 4A GE in this thing, and it feels healthy.
Dude, it's a fucking healthy engine.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, this is awesome. Sure, if you.
Driving out here, man. I don't mind.
All right. Yeah.
Why not? I don't think we're doing any more damage.
It's been so long since I've driven a 4A car, and this feels way healthy. It has a lot less angle than my car. Woo! Alright, that was good. That feels way awesome, man. Thank you.
Yep.
We're now driving a Rath's car, 16 valve 4AG with a 1.5 way LSD. All right. Oop. Oh.
Is that right?
There we go. And this section is sketchy, so we're gonna skip this section.
I got you.
Having a stock seat in this is rough. You get tossed around a lot, so it's hard to be precise with the wheel. Ah. Oh.
Ah, you didn't get in.
It would help if we were in gear. All right. That's all I got.
It's a lot of energy.
It is.
It takes a lot out of you.
I'm bracing my left leg against the door panel.
Yeah.
It's just not enough. Thank you.
Yeah, that car drove really good. It's obviously it doesn't have as much power as I'm used to with the beams, but it was good. The only things that I was talking to Raph about was having a good bucket seat would make a world of difference in that car because it's getting tossed around a little bit. And he doesn't need it, but a good hydro or something, even just like the drift button on the handbrake would make a big difference to be able to link a few spots. But with it being a 16 valve 4AG AE86, like, you don't need a big handbrake, and if you have to handbrake a lot, you must be scrubbing a ton of speed or doing something a little wonky because you gotta carry speed in these cars.
End of the day, we're gonna get some quick ride-along laps in with Mr. John Yim.
Woohoo! Last run, we'll see if this last fixes our problems.
Aside from the lug nut fiasco you saw earlier, John has been working through some new drivability glitches with the car. This track day was the first real test drive after the fire repairs.
Is there something on fire?
Is it?
I don't know, I saw
Spark?
I think we're okay. I think we're okay.
Okay.
I saw something and I smelled something. I saw like yellow flashing here and got real worried.
Don't make me nervous like that. I was about to get out.
It's the truck of shame! No!
What?
Oh! It's flooded! The map, huh? Goodbye, truck of shame! We didn't need you! Maybe.
I was kind of joking with John that I kind of feel like his bad luck charm, because the last event I came here for, his car caught on fire. And this event, it was supposed to be all fixed from the fire, well mostly, you know, should have been able to run and drive, and as soon as I hop in the car, then it starts dying. The day is starting to come to an end. Everything's kind of winding down, people are packing up and leaving. This was absolutely amazing. I've met some awesome people, seen some really cool cars drive, riding a few of them, and got to meet an 86 legend, Kaicho-san, or Hiroshi Takahashi. Meeting him in person is really cool, and being able to see his driving style in action was fantastic. Even in a borrowed car that has significantly less power than what he's used to, he was doing a great job, and it's really cool to see him here in the States. He even drove a Mustang out there earlier, which is pretty neat. I think that's it for this event. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
We wrapped up the weekend by making sure Kaicho-san got to experience some good Texas barbecue. Took some pictures and then all said farewell.
Driving John's hatchback back to storage, and the check engine light keeps coming on, which is a little concerning because it's not very easy to get a check engine light to come on these cars, let alone for it to stay on. Come on, turn off. This is like the 5th time, but this time it's actually staying on. Oh, there it goes. Problem solved. This trip has been absolutely incredible. I had the pleasure of driving John's other AE86 when he had to drive the truck and trailer, which means I got to enjoy driving a street car AE86. Gets me really excited for Project Cream Puff to be done.